Boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna try to find a shady little spot here, and I think this will do. It's been a rough 6-7 days. Wasn't feeling well, ended up testing positive for COVID. So I've been sitting at home, just quarantining, staying away from people. I'm finally through my quarantine window, but definitely still need to keep my distance from people and just make sure that I'm wearing a mask when I'm out in public. But when I'm outside and away from people, especially like, for example, being out on the driving range, be alone and be by myself, I really wanted to make sure that through quarantine, I wasn't completely wasting my time. And a couple years ago, my grandmother actually gave me this book written by Hogan. It's the 5 Lessons, the Modern Fundamentals of Golf. Now this was copyright 1957. This is actually a book that my grandfather had. He was really into golf. He loved golfing. When she was going through some of his stuff, ended up cleaning it out, gave this to me, and so I read it. And what's interesting about this book, and if you've been following along on my channel and saw the last couple of rounds that I've gone out and played, it's been pretty atrocious, to say the least. It's definitely not what I was hoping for and wanting to showcase. What I am finding through recordings is all of the things that I'm doing wrong, and not to mention, even though this book is 31 years older than I am, there's a lot of basics in here that I completely forgot about. I'm gonna do kind of a voiceover on the range. I just left and I was hitting the ball really, really well, and I'm hoping that moving forward, a lot of that's gonna translate over to the course and then ultimately help bring down my score. So let's go ahead and jump into this and take a look at my swing and take a look at what Hogan has taught me. Alright guys, so I'm starting with a pitching wedge here. What you don't see on camera is my 60, 56, and 52 degree wedges, just hitting little chip shots. But these are more of a full swing pitching wedge. This is definitely where I'm starting to struggle with my ball striking, so trying to just find the tempo on these. And what you'll see here, I really got a nice wide base in my feet, just setting up a better center of gravity to the ball. And what you'll see in this angle, I actually love this angle. My swing, the follow through right now, it looks like an actual golf swing. There's a little check in the back of the backswing, but I absolutely love how my swing is looking right now. I've never actually had a golf swing watching my playback. There's another check in the back there, but what I'm really trying to do is focus on just pausing up at the top for a brief second, allowing the club to come back down with gravity and rotate my wrists through the ball at impact. A little head nod there, felt really good about that one. I think this is a 9-iron now that I've moved up to. I hit one more and then I change angles here. Just felt really good out on the range, more calm and collected, just slowing down my tempo. So again, here you can see a nice wide stance, a good follow through, and I dropped my hat. Tried to catch it. Really working on my grip and my posture, keeping my head down through impact, so making sure I see the club face through the ball before I pick my head up. One thing that I tend to do if I'm hitting a ton of balls out on the range is I start getting too close to the ball, and that allows me to really have to stand up to get out of the way for my hands to clear. So I got a club change here, a little check swing in the back here. And what you'll notice is right here, I actually step away from the ball. I just did not feel comfortable. I did not feel confident over it. And that's one thing that I need to do better at when I'm out on the golf course, is stepping away. And right here, I absolutely flush this. I got a club twirl there for absolutely no reason other than to just show off. And again, I'm going through my checkpoints with my hands, making sure that my hands are sitting nice and neutral to keep the club face closed. And these ones, I pulled that one a little bit to the right. I got a little too quick in my hips in the transition. This second one here, I just absolutely piped right down the middle. Just absolutely loved that shot. I think we're in 6-iron territory now. And what I like about my longer irons, because I naturally stand up a little bit more. You can see I kind of stood up in the downswing just a little bit to get out of the way. Club change here. I think this is a 5-iron now, if I'm not mistaken. Usually when I'm hitting on the range, I'll only put 5 or 6 balls out per club. I don't want to hit more than 5, because what I start noticing is I just kind of start zoning out and just start swinging the ball without really paying attention to what I'm doing. So I put out 4 or 5 balls at each club, and I really love hitting my longer irons, my 5-iron, my 4-iron, especially my 2-iron you'll see here in a little bit. Working through these changes, working through, again, there's a little check in the back Just making sure that I'm loading the club at the top and allowing release of the hands just to come through. Nice little shot there from your boy. One more. And like that one too. And now here, this is the last club that I'm hitting on camera. This is my 2-iron, and I think a lot of people struggle with hitting their 2-irons. I absolutely love hitting my 2-iron. It's my favorite club to hit in my bag. I just feel so comfortable, so confident with it, hitting it off the mat. There's just, I don't know if it's because of, again, I'm standing up and the shaft is a little bit longer, but I got a nice little setup here. Nice smooth swing. It just looks so natural. It's a nice little tight draw right up the middle. And I can hit 2-irons all day. I just love hitting my 2-iron. I think I got one more here. I held this long. Look at this pose. I held this one longer than I hold a fart in. It's like I just wanted to absolutely hold on to that look. And then I got my last ball here. Again, this is a really good range session for me. Brought out my confidence level again. Really excited to see this translate over to the golf course. Hopefully bring some much better golf to watch moving forward for you guys. So that's been it. Thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.